Hello, this is Dalen75 Games. Welcome back to another video of Project 1999 EverQuest. I am Thasian, the level 4 wizard. And as you can see, I'm using different stuff. And it's not that I twinked my guy out. I had other people randomly... Well, the second one came up to me and asked me what robe I'm wearing. And she gave me this green silken drape. I had a damask robe with... What was it, like 4 AC? 5 AC? And 6 AC. Okay, so yeah, she asked me if I'm in my starter robe. I said no, it's damask robe, so like 1 AC better. And she just gave this to me. AC 8, Dex 9, Stamina 9, Intelligence 3, Savers of Poison 15. That's one of the better robes I've ever had. It's not that I've really played casters to high levels, but this, I had the, I think it was flowing black robe. I do believe this is a better robe for my original wizard. That's how far I got him with him. I was trying to get myself that blue robe that all the cool guys used to wear back in the year... Oh, I guess it was not 99, it was early 2000 period. Yeah, before I split up with my ex. So between December and April was when I played my wizard. And then I lost the game. Lost my account, lost my wizard, and funny enough, I was told that she... I came back like 3-4 months later with my own account, because she owned the account. It was on her credit card. It was back when credit cards weren't the easiest things to get, and I'd never applied for it, and before going to university, and she had applied for it first, and so we just threw it on her account. And I had my own credit card by the time I was probably playing my wizard, but you gotta remember, I mean, this is not like a few years ago, this is 16 years ago, yeah. So yeah, it was quite a long time for me. So when I did get my own credit card, I just threw it on, bought my own game, and played, came back, and yeah, she had sold off everything that I had with this, the wizard and the other characters had. And you have to remember, for somebody that played, and 35 was pretty high within, I think for a lot of the people within the first year, it was considered high. Now it's nothing. People twink within a week or two, you can get to 35. Yeah, so... I also have this new staff, and it's not a cracked staff, it's the Lost Staff of the Scorn. The Scorn, if you remember, is the non-necromancer magic users within Neriak. So the enchanters, the magicians, and the wizards. And it has effect Nektulos Portal. That hasn't clicked off on me. I don't even think it said... I don't think it said you're too low to use it, or whatever it says. Your will is not strong enough to use this item or something. It hasn't said that yet. Not that I've seen. But I guess it's like the OT hammer, but it just takes you to the Nektulos. Interesting, but I kind of wish that it would... I was thinking, you know, if it would start working every time I get in a fight, it would be a little bit annoying. But, yeah, by the time the effect probably works, I won't be using melee anymore. So yes, I am going after quests. I am 57% towards level 5. Should come pretty fast if I go after things my level. I don't even need to use magic. I was also buffed. I have the Alacrity and Chloroplast on, and Sow. So I can run around like a beast, killing all these things for the quest that I'm trying to do. Beetles and snakes. Now, I don't really need to go after moss snakes. I don't think, but the tree snakes are still yellow to me, so... Yeah, I have Chloroplast, so... I don't know if that'll make up the poison. Probably will. But I can kill moss snakes in one hit. At least I have. 20 damage. They do give me experience. It's just... It's like... I think sometimes I kill one, I only see 1%. And when you're like level 3 and 4... That's no good. That's just awful. But I always will go after skeletons. Because... Well, I'm hardly hitting it. Because of the bone chip thing. Yes, I am a self-made man, except for everything people give me. So I save up all my bone chips. So in the last video, somebody left a comment that they used to watch their dad play. They were too young to play. That's cool. I used to watch... Oh, that stupid red Leatherfoot. I think he's like level 18. So, they're 2 sergeants, and what's the third one? Are you serious? All 3 are sergeants? I should get... Terex, I think, is in the zone. Eat these guys. His pet could probably eat them. Anyhow, oh, it's a real full-on skeleton, and it's a yellow to me. I could probably kill it. I have chloroplast for 7 minutes, alacrity for 2. As long as these guys... I know one of them wanders, so I don't think it's a sergeant. I think it's a deputy, so maybe they're not level 18. I think they're... I don't know what level they are. All I know is they read to me at 4, so... But I am wary of that deputy who wanders around. He is a real pain in the butt. Oh, one thing I would like to know, is this staff magic? I'm pretty sure, yeah it is, pretty sure it is, just making sure. I guess because it has the magical effect, it has to be magic. Yeah, that was actually pretty easy, killing yellow. Now, when I outfitted Terex, my Shadow Knight, I gave him all banded, I gave him a Sword of Skyfire, and I think he had the Shiny Brass Shield, yeah, from... what's the orc place called? Oh, of course, I don't remember the damn name. I've done several videos being in there, I don't remember what it's called. Anyway. Yeah, so he was able to kill evens, yellows, all the way up to, I think, around 12, and then yellows no more. I think evens I could probably do up to about 18, 20, and then I couldn't do that after around that level. Somebody else is going around killing everything. Oh, I don't need the rusty flail, tree snakes, corpse. Yeah, so I was gonna say it's pretty cool watching your dad play things like that. It brings back good memories. My dad, he didn't play games like this. He was, I guess he kind of got into the simpler era of gaming back in the 80s and first half of the 90s, and it wasn't. I mean, I know he plays games this day. I'm not sure if everyone knows, but I haven't talked to him in like years and years, so. Because he's not a very nice man, so I cut off ties with him a long time ago. And there's, I just don't need that in my life. I don't want my kids to experience that. So regardless, I'm not here to be sad about my dad. I'm just going to say, yeah, I know he plays more modern games now. He's still a gamer. Not like his son, who can be class. I'm actually a hardcore gamer. I am hardcore gamer regardless. It's not always MMOs. Like my attention is split between several games right now on my channel and this MMO. If I was single, no kids, no wife, like I was, back when I lived I had my own pad back in 2000, well I rented in 2004, then moved into my own place. Who the heck is that? 2005. Who is this person? I have never seen that before. It's a NPC. What is it you want? Can't you see I'm gathering reagents for my master? If I don't get them for him quickly, he might punish me. Say... Master? You do know of my teacher, the great Kazan Fake. I'm one of his illustrious apprentices. If you fancy yourself a necromancer, travel to the Lake Rathatir and tell Kazan you wish to study the dark arts. Oh, is he like... I'm not sure, maybe somebody who watches might know. I don't remember. She wasn't on the P99 wiki. So, unless she's like a new spawn. Odd. And, yeah, stay away from the water. Level 4. Alacrity left. I can still probably melee a yellow. I gotta stay away from things like zombies, but skeletons I can take on, even if they're yellow right now. Nice to zip around with Sal. I haven't been able to do that before with this character. Yeah, so he played modern games now, but I used to watch him play. What did we have? We had... First computer was a Commodore VIC-20. My dad took it back within a few weeks because he wanted a Commodore 64. I'm not sure why. I was like 4... I was like 5 years old at the time, maybe 6 years. What's going on here? Yeah, and then we had the Atari 2600, the console, mid-80s. I don't think my dad didn't really play those too much. What he did like was the Amiga 500 when that came out. 87 we got Amiga 500, and that basically blew my mind with games. That's probably around the time where games started becoming an unhealthy fixation for me. Computer games. I've always played computer games since I was like age 5, and consoles. I never really got into the Nintendo, Sega, PlayStation thing of the 80s and 90s. I did get an Xbox in 2003, just because of, like, I love role-playing games. Was it Knights of the Old Republic? Yeah, so that's why I got that. Then I got the Xbox 360 because of Mass Effect. And my Xbox 360 has the red ring of death. This actually happened quite a few months ago. We've left it. You can fix it. There's some kind of, somebody put together a pack online. You can order all the parts to fix it, and there's a few things that you can get. It's not even that expensive. I think it's less than $40. And you could get your 360 running most of the time. It's not guaranteed. This is sometimes it will not work. But there's something like inside the 360. There's some part that, like, it heats. As it heats up, it expands, right, and then it shrinks a bit. Obviously, it's not by a great amount, but a teeny bit. And enough times it happens, some kind of heat sink will actually pop out due to a screw or something. I'm not sure what it is, but you also need to flush it and do a bunch of... So this one's white. Oh, I don't have my shield on. Yeah, you need to, like, flush it. I don't know, like, then you replace the inside part that was not working very well. I could root the damn thing. I did that to a skeleton earlier before I was given the buffs. Yeah, this is gonna take all my mana, and it won't even kill it. I could probably do 2 more hits. But I plan to do grouping next week. I've had requests to do that, and that's true. I do like grouping. Just it's not like I can this. I can just jump on and do whatever I want. When I group, I have to. I don't like doing it this time. I've been taking care of the house all day, and it's, what is it? Almost 3:30 in the afternoon, Friday. So it just seems too late. Everything will be set, and then what will happen is I'll have to go and sit and wait, and I just can't do that. Don't really have it's not just even the patience, it's just the time. If I have time to make videos, I have to make videos. Cloth. Oops, I don't know why I'm not even thinking. Why am I picking up that rusty hammer? Okay, well, let's get rid of it. It's a bear. Black bear. Black wolf. Those are low level. Is this am I back at the newbie area? I think I am. Well, which way am I going? Yeah, okay. Yeah, so... I remember, yeah, my dad... When my parents split up, he took the Amiga 500. It wasn't a big loss, because by then I had stopped playing it. I bought my own computer in '94. It was my first PC. It was 46... What did they call it back then? SX66? I don't know what it was. Anyways, I bought about the most powerful PC you can possibly get, and I spent a ludicrous amount. It was like $2,400. I'd been saving up. I was working at McDonald's. I was 18 years old, and yeah, I wanted a computer. I didn't have anything, and so any excuse to be able to keep playing games, I suppose. But yeah, and it was good. I played games so much that I don't think I really saw the daylight for a few months after I got the computer. And it was also my first time playing PC games, just full-on PC games, so I kept upgrading the computer every few years. But yeah, so what games my dad played? Well, what games did he like? He liked I just keep remembering this tank game that was out in the late 80s for the Amiga 500. You would have, like, a World War II Sherman tank platoon, and, I always hated the game. I don't know why. I freaking hated it. And the reason why I hate it is because you have 4 tanks. You can only be in one tank at a time, but you can order them all on the map to move, right? And they should... Oh, Black Bear's even to me. I thought a Black Bear was... I was thinking level 1 or 2. Okay. Okay, let's kill this thing. Yeah, so your tanks should be shooting on their own when you're not in the tank, right? But they did, but it was just, like, rarely. And then they would get blown up so easily. So the only tank that did anything was the one that you were in, really, that you can rely on. Like I said, the other tanks did occasionally fire. Sometimes they'd even take out an enemy tank, but it was just weird. And you play that all the time. Where I was ordering gold box games, I think did I order, what computer was it? Yeah, it was the Amiga 500. They had one of the gold box games. You know what I'm talking about? The old TSR Dungeons and Dragons games. That was AD&D. Back in the late 80s, early 90s, that was the way to get your D&D fix on the computer. And yeah, I played to the stories of those, and I was playing war games, kind of just exactly like what I'm playing now, strategy games and RPGs. And then it was this game kind of took everything off in a different direction. I had read about Ultima Online, and I thought the concept was pretty cool, but I was too young. How old was I? I was like 16 when 17 when it came out? 16 or 17 when it came out. And, yeah, I was just... Oh, wait. No. I'm thinking way back. No. 95, I was 19. So 90... No, I was 21. I was 21. Yeah. I'd followed it. I was not too young to get it. It just... I heard there's too many problems with it. I was interested in this game, so I did everything I could to get this. And I got it in September of 99. And, yeah, that basically took over my life for the next 6 months. Not at first, though. I remember when the first week I logged in. I'm pretty sure I've already said this in one of my other videos. I do say things a few times over again. So, I mean, if you haven't seen all my videos religiously, then it won't be a big deal. But if you do watch them all, memorize everything I say, then I might be a little repetitive at times. But I don't know how many of these videos I have, between 50 and 60, maybe even over 60, I'm not sure. But the first week I played EverQuest, classic EQ back in the day. It kept going offline. Like, I'd play for like half an hour, and then you'd get the server shutting down, everybody log out in 5 minutes, or what, 15 minutes. And I mean, I was working, I was going to school at the time, and this happened 3 times to me in the first week. And it's not like I was on every day all day as soon as I got it. I was just like, this is crazy. What's going on here? So I made a complaint about it. You know, just shouting it out. A whole bunch of people were pissed off, I remember. They're like, what, again? And then they're like, I remember somebody was sticking up for, I guess it was Varant, saying, they have to do this to maintain the server, guys. Everybody, it's just part of the... It doesn't happen very often. I think that's what they said. And I'm like, what? I've only been playing for a week, and this happens like every time I've played it. And then they said, well, it doesn't happen that often, so don't worry. I was like, and it would go off for hours. It wouldn't be like 50 minutes. That basically, unless you come back hours later, your gaming time is done. So I was like, this is crazy. What the hell are they doing? Wow, I really feel fast now. If you just play going one speed, yeah, it just seems like I'm Superman on, I don't know, maybe the Flash, I guess. Superman on the ground. Flash running around. Just feels like I'm insanely fast. Now, I'm gonna go and take a look. I'm gonna look for skeletons, because they're also a good way of leveling up. You know, if I was to get, like, a magician's damage shield, I could take on reds, or it'll take them on for me. I mean, I'll take a bit of damage, but... I remember somebody giving that to me when I was level 7, 8, or 8, and I just ran around East Commons with my cleric, with Valkale. And going after reds, deep reds, and they would just all die. Of course, I probably couldn't take on a griffin, but everything else I could. It's black bear. It's even. Gonna move so fast. Well, my regen's gone, so I'm not sure what my skill in staff, or blunt, one-hand blunt. No, it's two-hand blunt, actually. Yeah, so I guess if I have that book, I wouldn't have something like this in my hand. It doesn't give any bonus, other than supposedly porting me. Okay, come on. This thing hardly touched me, actually. I'm not sure what resolution is. Oh, I assume it's giving me a lot of health. Bear meat, chunk of meat, ruined bear pelt. So I'm in the kind of dangerous area for under 5 and under. Even 5, it's somewhat dangerous. Let's try going to the entrance. What am I at? 86%? Somebody usually camping is Travis Travis Two-Tone guy. He's apprehensive to me. Oh, I think somebody's camping here. Yeah. Go team, good guys. Well, I could always go up. Oh, yeah, I don't want to go through the river. I guess I could. With Sal on. Where are these things? I know it's really smart to stop, but I don't see any around me, so not a big deal. Oh yeah, my swimming is abysmal. I forgot about that. Does Sal help you when you're in the water? I don't know. It doesn't really seem to. Or if it does, it's just like a 30-something% increase in speed. So, if your swim speed, I guess, I don't know if it increases, like adds 30% swim speed, but let's go find the wizard portal. Moss snake. Nothing on it. Wizard portal should be coming up. There's also an orc. There's the orc. Is it the orc runner? I'm not sure if it comes after you or if it will aggro you. Maybe apprehensive to dark elves. But by lore, it's in league with Neriak, so. Black bear. There's a guy with a cool black robe. Yeah, that is actually a cool robe. I like that robe. It's kind of purplish, actually. What am I saying? Black robe. Purple and green. It's cool. I'm not sure if is he the one that gave me the staff? I don't know, but somebody's been killing all the undead around here, so. But there is the occasional skeleton that wanders around. It's just kind of like, it's not that dangerous. I don't know. I mean, group-wise, if I was in a group around now, probably would be just going hunting like tree snakes and stuff like that. Like this is the newbie area. Oh wait, swing. Nothing. So, yeah, I don't even need to use my magic unless I'm fighting something that's evil. Or sorry, evil, even. Yeah, that's pretty good damage compared to the dagger I was using. And my sense heading is going up. Okay. Bone chips. A minute for the chips. And that guy can't be looted yet. He's got something off that one. For the quests I'm trying to do. Still working on those quests. You can see the 2 bags. There's nothing really out here. If I can find a snake that's... There's a snake over there. It's a moss snake. That's a tree snake. An even one. I don't think... Yeah, they don't help each other. Okay, so let's hit this guy up. Light it up. That's a good hit with the staff. I'm actually curious to know what I am in how do you do it again? Skills. 2-hand blunt, 12, so that's pretty bad. Listed as feeble. Snake Fang, I think that's the same thing that I can use for the quests. There's a decaying skeleton. So, yeah, I'm doing this just because it's easy for me to do, and I put up Pillars of Eternity. I'm doing a new Let's Roleplay, and it is the first game that I am doing 100% in character. It hasn't been easy for me to get the concept, because I like to come on and say, hey, this is Dalen's 75 games, and I see those leatherfoots over there. Fire beetle, I'm not going to get that close. Oh, why am I interrupted? I'm here, beetle. Yeah, it took a lot of work, a lot of editing to do. I'm actually very proud of it. And I don't know how many people are doing full-on party in character, because it's easier to do it a game like Skyrim or Oblivion or Fallout 3. But just because you can control everything that goes on, you don't have to switch over to another character and do things like that. But it's hard to keep in character when you're clicking on another character in the group and they're doing something. Black wolf. Come here, wolf. But just got to keep going with it. It works. And I'm very proud of what I accomplished with it, actually. Chunks of meat. That'll keep me going. Keep me going for a day on food. Now, what level? This tree snake is yellow to me. If I get another even, I'll probably level, so... And then I can turn in all these quests afterwards, after I level, which is the point. The point of doing the quest is to level. Give me something to do while I level. Yeah, this staff, even against evens, works really good. And the resolution buff also helps. I'll bet you I have like 80 hit points, and this is quadrupled my hit points. But yeah, check it out if you're into Pillars of Eternity. It is like watching not so much what... I mean, of course it's a game, but it's like watching somebody present you with a movie in character. The tale of Keldon Zatha, my human male. And the crazy thing about doing it as I'm playing that game is I have never played it before. And the proof is, as soon as my very first game comes up, I get the achievement, I'm a backer, because I did back the game. I spent $140 to back the game, another $20 for... Did I already go over this? I'm not sure. No, I don't think I did. I may have already. Another $20 for shipping and handling on this, but another $20 on the first expansion that they have yet to do. But it's got really good reviews, actually. 92% on PC Gamer. And there I am, level 5. This should be a green black wolf with no experience given. But I can go after tree snakes. I don't know how many eyes I've gotten. Probably not that much. Probably have another couple to get. Yeah, lots of eyes to get. They don't... I mean, I've killed plenty of those things, but they don't drop. Like I said, they're uncommon. And I do believe the best place is this kind of area around here is to find the beetles. Of course, I will be going after 3 more of them. So I'm just going to go after beetles now. I don't know how many... It doesn't matter. It's not like I'm going to get much from the... 12... I need... Oh, okay, so... Where's... Oh. It's being covered by the backpack. Okay. Empty bag. So let's put in 3 fangs. And 3 snake skins. Fine. I don't think I have snakeskin anywhere else. And then we just need 3 beetle eyes. Black wolf? No, I thought it... I don't know why I thought a beetle was running by me. Beetle's right here. There's level 2, so they're still blue to me at 5. Unfortunately, no new spells, but that'll come a little late. I just picked up the last spell, I think, Glimpse. There's a 4 plat spell to get. It's see invisibility. I don't have that much money, as you can see. 4 plat is quite beyond me. And now this is Glimpse. There's actually a wizard mask that you can get. Now, I did do that with my original wizard. You can get it. It shows you Glimpse. It does Glimpse. You know what? Glimpse doesn't actually see far ahead. All it does is kind of brings the screen up closer. Like, cuts a frame, and then that's it. I mean, I don't know. I mean, if I'm right here and I'm looking out, it could show me a few more pixels clearer if I'm like looking across a lake or something. But it really isn't very helpful. I don't know why they even have that in the game. As far as I know, it doesn't do anything. Not everything has to be used to gain more XP, I suppose. But even fun-wise, I just don't see the point of Glimpse. It just doesn't do anything. It'd be cool if you could see invisibility while it was up. Yeah. I don't know. Ouch. I suppose that would hurt my legs. Now, still hunting those beetles. 3 eyes left. It is possible to go find vendors who have eyes that people have sold to them. But we're kind of going back towards Neriak. That's not where I want to be. Oh, excuse me. Curious what level these guys are. They're probably like level 50, maybe 40. Here's a couple dead beetles. May not loot the corpse. May not loot the corpse. There's another beetle. It's a skeleton, dead skeleton here. No, that's from the one I killed earlier. So uncommon, I think that's, what, 30%, is it? 25, maybe, percent? So 1 in 4 chance, maybe? It's another beetle. Beetle here. So I can always just run up to it. I still have my sow. For less than 2 minutes, I have my sow. Another eye. 2 more eyes. I know that there are... maybe I'm thinking of the level 5 guys, because there's some halfling raiders that are... What's this? That's a zombie. Ooh, it's red. That thing would kill me. Yeah, there's some halfling raiders. Ooh. It's a pillar. I thought the halfling raiders were around some pillar. Young Kodiak. Threatening and red. Gotta watch out where the hell I go. So, my minor shielding left. Let's put it back up. Stone Guardian. Different to me. As a black bear. Yeah, I'm not really after experience anymore. I just want those bloody eyes. But I was wanting to look into the halflings around here. I suppose if you're just following the path around and avoiding the guards, these things, if they're KOSG, if you're a lighty race, those things would be irritating. Or Ixar. Ixar's rock, they just have that XP penalty thing. It isn't so cool about them. Is it 20% for the race? Same with... I don't know where I am. Same with trolls, I think. Halfling. Oh, this guy's even with me. I'm about to lose my sow. Yeah. So, when these guys are blue... Oh, leather for sergeant is red. Oh, look how slow I am now. It's like I'm way overweight. Yeah, I can come back here. I don't know, I'd probably have to be like level 7, maybe even 8 to kill those, because there's 3 of them in there. And right now, like I think, doesn't the sergeant wander around? Initiate heart. I don't know if he would aggro if you pulled on those guys. Excuse me. Yeah, last video I did of this game, I was not deadly sick. I was coming over being sick. I have a pretty nasty headache at the moment. I don't know why. So I'm over being sick. That came fast, hit me hard. But I usually don't get sick with the flu. Not lately. It was that or some kind of harsh food poisoning because... Or something my body was allergic to that I took. And I had thought that that's what it was originally, but I had a high fever to go with it. I don't know if you can get fevers with something that you're allergic to. But I was just dead. That was about the most sick I've ever been in my life. Ridiculous. Yeah, when it comes hard. So, at least for me, my son always used to get sick from, well, he still does, runny nose from daycare. All those little kids running around, sharing all their germs with each other, and then they have their siblings from their schools that they transferred back and forth from, so you're just basically getting the whole city concentrated into one area. Everyone's germs. And then it affects us at home. He used to get sick all the time a few years back when he first started going to daycare. It was insane how often it would be. I think I had the flu twice in 1 month. Get over it after a couple weeks and then get it again. It's just, give me a break. Well, maybe not 2 weeks after having it, but a week of having it, then you get over it, and then 2 weeks later you get it again. Something crazy like that. And then my wife's sick, I'm sick. He even started, our youngest one, he's been sick 3 times from the older one, just from all the germs he brings back. So we have a rule where he's not allowed to kiss him, because that's the best way to spread germs, by kissing his face, which he likes to do. Okay, Beatles. Oh, that is it's a troll. He's an SK, I think, and he is yeller to me. So, yeah, I don't think that those guardians would go after trolls. I think trolls and ogres are exempt. And I've heard that even some humans, I guess, if you follow a certain deity, you can go in and out of Neriak and not get your head pounded in. All that running around, all the mana I regenerated. That's not going to happen like this very often. When I get higher levels. It won't happen anymore. Enjoy it while you're young. Okay, for some reason I'm not killing this thing. You're supposed to be dead. Skeleton. A skeleton, so it's even. I'm going to root it. I don't know where those leatherfoots are. I thought that they're right around here. You know what? The wizard class is really missing. Oh, the resistance shock of fire is an AE route. Oh, that would be cool. Oh, look at it. Resist. These are the joys of being a wizard. Well, I still have resolution on, and it's down a quarter. Almost. I got a good weapon, I should be okay. If not, well, I run or die. Maybe the guardian will come by and kill it for me, which is always fun after a big long battle. A big long battle that's really close, and you really want the experience, and in the last second a guardian comes by and just destroys your mob. Now, things like that have happened to me in the game before. Maybe not with from a guardian in Nektulos Woods, but at other places around the game. Stupid guard comes in. I think that used to happen. This happened to me a few times, I think, in the Ixar newbie area. Oh, that's a decaying skeleton. If there's another skeleton, I'd have to run or I'd be dead. I don't really think the decaying skeleton's gonna do anything to me. But this thing it's kind of beating me damage for damage. I just have a lot more health in it. Okay, what's with all the missing? 14 blunt, that's probably why. Can I... no mana. I could always root it, sit down and med, because I do have meditate now. I went and trained in it. It's gone. Kind of do stuff like that as a shaman. And a ranger, too. Anything to get the kill. You, sir. Very rude. You see I was in a big fight here. Yeah, as a ranger I would use my arrows. And, like, snare the mob, go backwards and use my arrows. I'm not sure if I even showed that. Whoa, whoa, that's a halfling. Why is he running like a madman? Green leafy? Oh. Wait, he's gotta be a player. Who? Oh, green. Oops. Freen. Who all green? Green leafy. I thought it was a halfling raider. Halfling raider sergeant. But yeah, you know, I mean, it could very well be some spawn. I mean, I've heard that there's one spawn. Was it in... I'm not sure what zone it was. Is it North Row? Where there's one guy spawns once a year? I don't know. It's just the shit everyone throws around in the first year of playing. I think 90% of it was just bullshit or incorrect. There was, I'm not sure where I read it, because I really got into the game in my first year playing. I would buy like some of the strategy guides, which is kind of a big waste of time for this game, for MMOs in general. But it gave me something to read and be excited about, so, for EverQuest. And I swear, I think it was in that book, or maybe it's something I read. One of the devs said that there is a few rare mobs in the game, and anyone who follows anyone who's watching this, if you could tell me if it's true, because I haven't really experienced much high-end game content, that there's a few rare mobs in the game that will actually zone and follow you when you run from it. Now, is that true? Because I didn't hear that from anybody else. I heard it from one of the websites. I do believe one of the Varant devs said that way back when. And then I would bring it up and everyone would say, no, that's not true. I've never seen one that happen. I haven't seen it happen either, but, you know, it's the devs said that back in the day. So yeah, there was a lot of crap floating around, and I had this this conversation with Needs More Buffs. Why am I pulling up? What am I even hitting here? Control. What my left hand is doing. I'm losing my mind here. Yeah. Why are some dungeons? Why were they so crazy? Like, what the heck is the name? Blackburn? That Knoll dungeon. Way out west by Kanos. I don't remember what it's called. You don't have to correct me on that one. I know I have it wrong. But, and then there's like the Orc dungeon that I've been to many times, and I still don't... Yeah, it's probably because I have a headache, guys. There's always something going on with me, for crying out loud. Yeah, they were terrible places to go in that somebody's always pulling trains. Now maybe this is what people got off on, just train pullers, but you know, maybe because there's so few players here. But when you go into, say, the Orc dungeon in Fedor, Greater Fae, it's like there's 15 people in the zone and every single spot is camped. There's like all the mobs are being kept down. So where do all these trains come from? So I know something is up. There's a big difference between this game, Worn Great Staff, that's only a few gold. It's Cracked Staff is worth the plat. Shadow Wolf. There is a very big difference between this game and the original, and I know that because the spawns, like, out... Just the way that the mobs would act. And if you saw my Kenny Cannibalized 2 quest video with Needs More Buffs, and I was playing as Sarkis, my shaman, that it's just crazy out where you have to go. There's just like undead and froglucks wandering all over the place, and in places where they shouldn't be. Like, these guys are wandering around in even newbie areas when I was trying to do my class armor quest for my Ixar Shadow Knight. These things are just wandering all around, and they're like between level 20 and 30. And you have class quests that are around 8 to 10. So how the hell does that work? Because when I did them back originally, there was no problem. I didn't have to worry about literally wandering mobs everywhere, wandering back and forth that would kill you in a hit or two. It's just crazy how difficult it is, and it's not just for the Ixar Shadow Knight, it's also for like the monk quests. Something happened with where the mobs are and why they're so high and wandering areas that they shouldn't be. I remember camping around trying to get the Frogluck pages for some tome that was part of the class armor quest. I believe it's class armor for the Ixar Shadow Knight, and you're just standing at the lake. This is back in classic EQ, not P99, and there'd be like half a dozen other Shadow Knights or maybe another person or two just hunting the area for experience. And we're all low levels. We're all like around between 8 and 12. We didn't have mobs coming through that would just kill us so easily. It wasn't like that. There was appropriate level mobs there, and that's like that for that Swamp of No Hope. It's a god-awful place to go to. That's why no one goes there. It's, I mean, except for the Froglock City, everywhere you go is pretty nasty out there. If you're below 20, it's just not a place, not a very cool place to be. And then I go over, was it Trakenon's Teeth, where I had to go for the Canny 2 quest? Or through Trakenon's Teeth? I think it was Trakenon's Teeth. And just Froglocks, level 30 Froglocks, 35 Froglocks, and this is a 39 spell, 39 level spell. And there'd be the undead around the same level, and they'd just be constantly walking back and forth. They'd all aggro you. It was ludicrous. I could not, I don't know, if it wasn't for needs more buffs, there's no way in hell I would ever have been able to do that. It's just crazy. So when you throw on invisibility, well then the undead can see you. So that only eliminates half the problem. It was just nuts. If you watch it, how many there were, I think there was upwards of 10 at one point. But he's very confident. He's level 60. He had a lot of really high level gear. And he would just root them, dot them, and they would die a couple minutes later. He's got that free, he had that staff where he can use that free dot. That was fairly powerful. And he had Torpor where he can just continually get an immense amount of mana back and health back. So he was just like a machine, that guy, the way he had it set up. So he was invaluable, actually, for helping me out in my class quests. I don't know how, it wasn't, it was, let's see, it was the Canny 2 quest who really helped me out on, and the Shaman Skull quest, there was a few of them that were just a doozy. The one for the staff, I guess it's considered the shaman weapon, the class weapon, class race weapon. But you could put it in the range slot, which is, and it's plus 5 wisdom. And there's even an upgrade for it when Velius comes out. So, yeah, so I needed his help for a lot of things like that. I'm not sure if he really helped with the class quests. I think he did, actually. Yeah, I remember we hunted some rhino. I don't know if it was rhino parts or if it was, yeah, something the Sarnax had out in the over there. I think I had a video of that. We were doing that for quite a few hours. And even there, it's crazy. It's like the pathing is... See how they're moving like this? They're constantly wandering around. Now imagine if they were like 3 times the level, 4 times the level, and they all aggro. Kill on sight. That's kind of like how dangerous it was in areas that weren't like that in the classic game. So the pathing has been screwed up. They just wander all over the zones in these certain Kunark areas, and they shouldn't. And in my opinion, it destroys the value of the zone. There's just no point in going there. And I remember with Sarkis, my shaman, Ixar shaman, in Swamp of No Hope, there's also a monk quest or two. I think about skipping stones or something. You have to kill some Froglocks, and I helped out a level 5 guy. It was like a level 5 quest, and there's like level 20 mobs wandering in the area, aggroing him, killing him with a hit or two. And it's like, what? Why? Okay, this falls on the P99 crew, so this is their something. Obviously, the game's been out with Kunark for, I think, didn't it originally launch 2008? I think Kunark came out in like 2010. This has been going for 5 years. There's a lot of things that they could do with that. I don't know. Maybe it's something so difficult that they won't even bother with the pathing, but it would just be nice if the pathing was limited, because it's like these mobs, obviously you don't see the spiderlings. I really don't think that they'll wander throughout the entire zone. But they should be cordoned off where they only go in certain areas. They shouldn't be going anywhere, right? Because all these mobs here are wandering. I don't think that you see moss snakes out in the other past the bridge where it's all tree snakes. So I don't quite understand. But occasionally, like you do see like a shadow wolf, which is level 4 wolf, and a black bear, which is level 4 as well, in the newbie area. But you can avoid it, because it's just like once in a while. But when they're all like that, then there's just no point in being in the area, because you're going to die. So it's the same thing. There's at least 2 zones like that, and maybe more. The OT is also like that. I have a Shadow Wolf on me right now, actually. And my buff is gone, so we'll see about throwing out a Shock of Fire. I don't even know if I need it. Yeah, so the P99 crew should be... That should... Maybe not a priority, but it should be something that... I can't even see where it went. It should be something that should be fixed. But I don't know, maybe they've put up notes about it saying it's just something we haven't been able to properly deal with, and maybe they made it worse by trying to fiddle with it. I don't know. I don't know. So how many beetle eyes do I need? I know I've gotten at least one. Running around for half an hour. Still don't have the eyes. But I'm not just looking for beetles. I'm talking you guys up. Let's see. Decaying skeleton. At least my headache's going down, so I feel a bit better. Come here, Skelly. Not sure if I'm the one that killed this one. Let's see. I probably was. This is an area where there are beetles, so... But, see all the spiders that have popped up? So, if I'm just hunting a specific type of mob, it occupies a spawn slot, so there's a percentage chance of it being any of the ones listed for this area of the zone, I suppose. And so if I just go after the beetles, there will be an increasingly smaller chance that there will be beetles. So that's why you need to start killing all the mobs so beetles have a chance to use all the spawn slots. I don't get anything from... Oh, no, he's blue, so it must be level 2. I really can't, when it comes to absolute newbie zones, I really can't get past Greater Fey, though, because that was the first place I went to, where I first learned the game. And where was I fighting? Like, I mean, there's the occasional skeleton, there's those wasps, and why am I only picturing wasps? There's more than... Oh, the black... There's occasional black wolf, there's occasional skeleton, there's occasional orc pawn. And it's just when you're just starting out in the game. I always remember I used to know who was just starting out, because they would kind of like run up to where a mob was, and then the mob would move, right, before they had a chance to do anything, and then they would like maybe turn, but the mob are already moved. So it's like they had total, they couldn't control. Even my wife still has problems. She's not a gamer at all. Control over where your character is, because I guess it was all first person. So when you run up here, and it's no longer in view, and then it moves, and so you're looking for where you think it would be, then it's gone, and then you stand here for like 10 seconds, and then you see the character looking around to see where it went, and then it would be like running up and attacking like this. Be great if it aggroed me. Oh, I'm not even targeting it. Running up and attacking like this, and the mob's right there, and then you see them try to adjust their orientation towards the mob properly. It's like, I don't know, I've never had a problem with running around and facing things properly, but I just remember a lot of people who aren't gamers, they would have the issue with facing something. Like, my wife, I would say, I remember trying to teach her how to play World of Warcraft. Like, she's not a gamer, she's really not a gamer, guys. She comes from Jamaica, and she's a few years older than me. A couple years older than me. And they didn't have stuff like that down there, and she was like 19 when she came to Canada. So I'd be like, okay, go get that mob over there, and then she'd run on the way, because she'd just press forward, right? And the mob's right there. I'm like, and then she would stop and then adjust, like literally like this. The tree would be the target, and then she'd be going like this, and then adjust. And it's fine if it's an object that doesn't move, but when it's an actual mob that wanders around, and it's irking the hell out of me watching someone do that, because I can't fathom how they can be so inept on trying to control their character. But, you know, I mean, maybe it's like riding a bike. It takes practice. I don't remember ever being that bad. But then I did start playing when I was young, and the games were simpler back then. You had your little dot on the screen that's trying to destroy some red dot on the screen. Commodore, that explains Commodore VIC-20 perfectly. 1981. Alright. Where is the Beatles? I need 2 eyes. This is taking forever. But you do have to start killing everything. Ah, there's a beetle. With my 1 in 4 chance of actually getting the eye. At least I still get experience from this. I'm getting something. No beetles here. Another beetle. Yeah, so I'd like to do a grouping thing. I'm not sure exactly what I'll do. There's also that quest that I think that I could swing it for Valkale getting his level... It's not level 3, but the 3rd tier. Quest for his necklace. His cleric, Dark Elf cleric necklace. Oops. Ooh, and a Shadow Wolf. Well, this black bear is dying fast. Yeah, so there's that quest that you have to go over to the Steam font and kill some paladin, like a level 28 paladin, and high quality bear skin. I could probably sell that actually. Now I'm actually overweight. I am encumbered. Okay, so beetles, where the hell are you hiding? Let's just call this the beetle video. I think Terex might be able to do it. Sarkis is 43. It's pretty much guaranteed that he can kill some level 28 paladin. And see, the thing is, it's not a big deal. You kill the paladin, and anyone can loot the corpse. It doesn't have to be... Oh, no. Sorry. You would have to loot the corpse. It's not an item that's transferable. But, there's an eye. Anyone can kill it, though. So you can get both of your guys over there. Should be able to do it, so... Should be able to do it, no problem. And I think there's more to it than just killing that guy. Not positive on that, though. That was a hilarious quest, though. I had to go and kill these halflings, and the one I brought the head of one halfling. I actually wish I got that all on I recorded all of that. I brought the one halfling head, and the guy stripped the face off and made a mask out of it that I had to wear inside Neriak. And that made me look like a halfling for 20 minutes or half an hour. It's actually, I thought that quests like that are actually pretty damn awesome. Wish I would have more things like that. There is another beetle. So give me your eye. Two decaying skellies on my butt. Yeah, I thought it was so cool as a cleric. I didn't know that halflings could be clerics. They can. They can also, with some of the expansions, they can actually be rangers as well. And anyone can go check this out with the character creator. You can see the different classes that you can be. And, sorry, the different races that you can be and what classes they can be. So, I assume it's all the way up, including, well, Titanium is all 10, the first 10 expansions, so. And for MMOs, I think EverQuest wins for the most expansions. There's like 20 expansions or something, or 18, 19. And they literally just came out with another one in the last year or two. I don't know who's still playing EQ Live, but it's free to play, so it's okay. I mean, I played it a bit. I played up to level... I don't remember. It was either level 3 or level 6 as a Ixar Shaman. And, yeah, the very first mob you fight, you gain your level. It was, like, scripted that way. It was some named mob. I don't know. The game just seems so hemmed in. You start off in these tunnels. Like, what the hell happened to the world? It's like the whole world, half the world was destroyed and everyone's hiding in these caves. I don't know what's going on with that, what the story is behind that. But all the races start in the same spot. which is just BS. We want to start out with our dark elf place, and, you know, like what's with this missing your homeland and stuff like that. But then I guess it follows the lore, and they were trying to throw that same crap in there as for EQ Next, and there's a lot of people who complained about it. And I'm not sure if they're going to do it anymore, or it may just be at the beginning that they'll do it, and then eventually you'll make your own starting cities, because you will be founding cities, and as time goes on, the game world will open up, new areas will come in, and you know, that's absolutely cool. It's great if you're a part of that. But if you start 6 months later, and most of the stuff, like tons of stuff has happened, it's just not all that meaningless, or sorry, it's not all that meaningful to you. Like, yeah, Hala was founded 3 months ago, but, you know, big deal. I guess you can't have an infinite number of places starting up that get founded, but I don't know how they can solve that for MMOs. I think one of the things keeping it from being fully realistic is the fact of distance. When it comes to distance between each end of the game, they're really not very far. If it only takes you, say, what the hell? I didn't know the skeletons would fight the Leatherfoots. Yeah, I gotta make sure there's no more Leatherfoots around here. Yeah, if it takes like an hour to run from end to end, the game world is not actually that big. Because I can run an hour from here, and anyone can say this because it's basic and logical. You're not going to get that very far in the world. And that's you know, but end to end, now add the ships in, maybe you have another 40 minutes, 45 minutes. It's still not that much. That Leatherfoot was running around killing all the skeletons. Odd. So, what it does is, the world is just not that big. But if you're going to make it that big, you would need some form of transportation. Otherwise, there wouldn't be many people getting out that far. So, I mean, there's a lot of issues with that would have to be overcome if you make the world huge. But apparently, isn't Minecraft world isn't it like 4 times the size of the Earth? Not sure if that's true. And that's all done really quickly. Of course, you would never cover that. Probably take you years to cover that. Unless you cheat. There's a couple beetles. I just need one more eye. So yeah, I don't know. I mean, another thing that always kind of gets me, and it just bothers me if it's totally not realistic. Like I said, within a fantasy world, there are rules that still need to be abided by in order to make it believable. You can't be a god at a whim and make everything trivial. There's no point in the game. So there has to be rules. No longer encumbered. So let us gate. Take me closer to Neriak. Yeah, there's not enough farms going on. Where are all the farms? Farms should be everywhere in order for people to live on. They weren't that, ancient and medieval times, they weren't that efficient at growing food per area. So there would have to be a lot of them, and there'd have to be a lot of farmers. Now, I don't quite think that the farms in the Karanas, the West Karana, and maybe some in the East Karanas count enough for feeding the entire game. That's just that area. There's no farms. There should be farms everywhere. There should be, I mean, if you're living underground, there's other ways of doing it. You can have like mushroom farms, and I don't know what the heck they eat in the Underdark. Oh, yummy heals. You crazy man, you went PvP. Good luck with your gaming. So where we're gonna go? Third gate. Yes. Yeah, so there should be farming everywhere. Some means of getting food. Hunting. And that's the thing, they don't even have stuff that's food, right? There's no deer out there. There's no cows, there's no livestock. Now, even games like Skyrim, which has a lot more realistic things laid out everywhere, they have farms. They just, in my opinion, they don't have enough farms. But they do make a point of having farms. And right near kind of like the beginning of the game, actually, close to it, south of Whiterun, there's a bunch of farms. But not enough. Like, there would need to be tons of farms everywhere. And I think that and the reason why I would even think of that, I think way back, like 15 years back, somebody had, maybe you've already heard this too, somebody had come up with trying to figure out how people live in the Lord of the Rings world, and they just came to the conclusion that there's no way that there could be a viable economy for the world to survive on, or enough farms and food for everyone to live on, because there's just really wasn't enough. I mean, that's the thing. You couldn't have low technology civilization without having tons of farms everywhere. Everywhere that's capable would need to be devoted to the raising of crops. And then when one could say, well, magically you can conjure it up. Some classes can, but that's for the magic using classes. I don't think that they would be stockpiling Jesus level of food from, you know what I'm trying to say, and then giving out the fish and the bread to all the commoners. I just don't think that it's just not plausible. So yeah, it's a game world, but it still kind of bothers me. I don't let it ruin my experience. I just like, you know what, if I was to tweak this world, I would add this and I would add that, and that's one thing I would do. There'd be lots of farms everywhere. Now, I need to go past here to the Necro Guild. I'll probably get my 0.5% of experience from each of these quests. I'm not sure. I'm going to have to look. So I'm at 23% now. I didn't look the last video. I don't always watch my videos, guys. So, like, these big-ass long videos, especially. So I don't know what happened with that. Okay. Why do I feel like I was going to get attacked in that room? Just paranoia, I guess. Okay, so we can go up another set of stairs. This really awesome guy who's... I think this is some kind of sacrificial altar. And because there's like blood down here. Okay, so Noxil Visek, you have the Beetle case. What did I get? I got 10%. For level 5, that's really not very damn much. But, well... He gave me some Neriac nectar, so I'll drink that. Oh, that was refreshing. What did that do to me? Intelligence. It didn't affect my intelligence. Weird. Maybe it wasn't alcohol then. May have been some kind of liquid libation. Got that from The Simpsons, yes. Liquid libation. Now, let's see. Let's go through here. And then we go to the Rogues Guild. Now, if you do want things that enhance your vision, like Glimpse, which is such an awesome spell, you go up here into the library. There's this dude over here. Right here. Jassar of the Lask. And he has things like Magnify. I don't know if that's just like a hyped up version of Glimpse, but... Gaze. Eye of Zom. Isn't this a wizard thing? Yeah. Yeah, it's a cool idea that you can send, like, a guy that you... Like, a really weak little conjuration ahead, and you see through it, so you can scout out what's ahead. But the problem is that it also aggroes mobs, so when it'll kill the Eye of Zom in a hit, and then come after you. So, I don't know if they really thought that one through, but... It should be something that's, like, invisible... Like, has the rogue stealth kind of thing, where it's invisible to both undead and everybody else. Get this bag to Hex and Gazul. Now, 23%, maybe 33%. Maybe this is the one that didn't give me anything. Oh, they gave me 12%. I don't know, is it possibly randomized? I'm not sure. Sell all my crap. And it's newbie stuff, so yeah, it's pretty crappy. I don't know if I should sell my Dragger of Dropping. I can give him... Oh, yeah, I can give him some more. I can hand in 2 more of those quests, actually. I can definitely sell the Damask Robe. That was... You know how many of those dropped inside Nagena? They were just... Sold it for a plat. And I have the Cracked Staff. Well, I'm actually making a bit of plat here for this guy. Couple plat. And... the beeps in the background are the alarm going off when they open up. My wife opens up the garage door. So let's go back to this guy. Let's see what we can get. Hello. Joining this house of rogues. Can't you see I'm not a rogue, though? Where's the thing, man? Okay. Okay, so I went from 45 to 56, so... yeah, let's just say that again. Actually, I wish I had 3 more snake skins now. What am I getting? Wolves of the North got worse, so I take it that's like Hala stuff. Guards of Kanos, that's pretty self-explanatory. Ebon Mask, or Ebon Mask got better. Guardians of the Veil got worse. Are those halflings? Carson McCabe. Oh, why do I know? I'm not sure who Carson McCabe is, I forget. Is that like a Karana faction? And now I'm at 67%. So, I mean, that did kind of help out in the end. Well, I guess that's about it. I should go to the bank and hand in all my tons of copper. But I guess I'll end the video now, guys. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you again.